Welcome back. Researchers have shown that there is a connection between a leader's optimism and team performance. But the truth is, it is a lot easier to find fault, criticize, and focus on people's weaknesses.
Our very own joy refueler and inspirational speaker, Don Kaiser, is here to share with us 5 clues that will show if you are leading with positivity. Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks. Happy Monday and welcome back.
Happy Monday.
Yes.
Start with the positivity straw.
Right? Exactly. Well, I'm excited to share with you guys the 5 clues. I think it's interesting when we start looking at leadership, and you'd love to say, oh, that's just prevalent, but honestly, the research shows it's not as prevalent in the organization. So the very first one is actually how people respond to new ideas. Have you ever had a brainstorming meeting where they say, oh, give us all your ideas, and all of a sudden people just start shooting them down? That's stupid. That'll never work. That's too bad. A positive leader is actually going to focus on what's right in that conversation, saying, okay, like, what's this thing that actually might work? And they start diving into that aspect versus using the but or never or different words like that as well.
Number 2 on your list, you spend more time appreciating and celebrating.
Yeah. There's a ratio, it's called 3 to 1. And so positive leaders use this ratio all the time to say, I'll show you 3 positives to every negative constructive criticism that I give. And people really need that, because you think about, especially, I'll use us women, right? If somebody says 1 negative thing about us and only 2 positive things, what do we tend to hold on to,
we
right?
dwell on the negative.
We dwell on the negative. So that 3rd one is what really pushes it and helps them focus on and celebrate what's good in the workplace, right? One of my favorite questions to start off is, what do you want to celebrate today? Even big or small things. I showed up today. Great. Let's talk about what that looks like.
That's a very good point. Just even when you're talking, any positive, because when you don't ever hear positive, the 1 negative can just bring you down. It's so it's an important balance.
Yeah, and I do it even with my niece. When I pick her up from school, we always start off, what's the 1 thing you want to celebrate today? What went right in school today, right?
I do. Even on a Monday, you can find a little nugget of something to celebrate.
Yeah.
Like an extra cup of coffee.
That kind of leads into your number 3, though, as well. Number 2 and 3, I feel like, go hand in hand.
Yeah, focus on strengths more than weaknesses, right? Figure out what people are really good at. John Maxwell, who's one of my all-time mentors, says the law of the lid principle says we're not going to be 10s at everything, right? So instead of focusing on what we can't do, focus on what we can do. What are their assets? What do they bring to the team as well? And let's focus on that. What are they really good at as well? And then number 4 talks about getting to know people, asking them what matters, right? Relationships are keys to success. And so what matters to them? What do they dream about? What's most important to them? Is it family? Is it taking vacations? Is it, unleashing their creativity? What is that thing that really gets them excited and is passionate about in their life as well?
And I like how they're all kind of tying in, like their passions are another reason to celebrate. So you had a bad day at work, but at least you get to go home and spend time with your kids.
Yeah.
I like how you can just change your mindset a little bit on the drive home even.
Yep.
So what's tip number 5?
Tip number 5 is my favorite one, and it's about making sure you refuel your joy, right? You can't give what you don't have as a leader, and so what refuels you? And I always encourage people, because a lot of times when I ask that question, people will be like, vacations, that is what refuels me. Well, how often do we actually get to take vacations? So figure out on a daily basis, what's 1 little thing you can do to refuel your joy. Go outside and enjoy the beautiful weather, right? As you pointed out, since it's not January, go outside right now and enjoy that. Being willing just to talk to somebody who lights you up, read a favorite quote, listen to a favorite song, whatever it might be, and then encourage others to refuel their joy as well.
And I feel like we can all take advantage of these 5 tips. It's not just the boss.
No.
Because we can all lead.
I'll lead, and you can do this at home too, right? With your kids, focus on their strengths. What went well today? Help them find their joy. What brings them joy as a child as well. So,
do you come into offices and help?
I do, actually. I do a whole topic called Leading with Joy, and so we focus on starting with the leaders, how they can lead with joy, and then talking about how do you joy up your job as an individual as well. So if they want more information, simply just go to my website, or you can email me at don@donkaiser.com or info@donkaiser.com as well.
We're going to have these 5 tips on our website as well, ndtoday.tv, and then we'll have all your contact info there as well. So thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks, ladies.